So it's about turning your research into policy that can be usable by TDs and senators in Leinster House. So I think it's important, first of all, that you remember that this is a citizen science communication challenge. It's not about an academic poster because the politicians won't be able to comprehend and understand of it, and a lot of it is not relevant to them. So it's like dealing with citizens around the country and communicating with them, and that's the objective of this particular project. So I always say to researchers that you need to look at what I call the grandparent test. You need to be able to explain your research to a grandparent and that they can understand and comprehend it. Now, I did a survey of MPs across the globe, and they have said the reasons that they use research is one, its credibility, two, its relevance to their constituents, and three, it's its ease of understanding. So it is vitally important that you use simple language that ordinary people can understand. Now, it's important to remember that you're not engaging with members of the public here. You need to use language like you're using for members of the public. You're not engaging with policymakers who are civil servants in government departments. What you're engaging with here is decision makers, TDs, senators, and ministers. So you need to ensure that you're targeting your presentation for them. They will take for granted that the academic process in generating your research is robust. The fact that you have been selected to present in Leinster House, they will automatically take it that it's a robust piece of research. So there's no point putting in your methodology and the process that you've gone through in relation to this, because they've already taken that for granted. What you need to do is to present it from a political and a policy perspective, because that's what decision makers will weigh up in relation to reading your poster or taking that research on board. So there's three key questions here that you need to answer in terms of your research. What's the particular problem that you're trying to address? Why is it a problem? And how can your research solve that problem? And they're the first three things that you need to hit the politicians with in terms of your poster. They're the three key questions that you need to look at. So again, what's the impact of your research on society as a whole? Who's going to benefit from it? And why are they going to benefit from it? And I think it's much easier if you're drafting the content of your poster, if you could keep in mind the name of a person or someone that would benefit from it, and try and imagine them and how you would actually explain to them why this particular research is going to be of benefit to them and what needs to happen in terms of policy to make that research a reality. So you need to focus on what exactly is your policy ask. So you know that it's going to impact on a particular group of people. It's going to solve a particular problem. Your research, you've shown how that can do that. But then what is the specific ask that you're making of the politicians in terms of policy? Now, to make that a little bit easier, if you actually go to the Programme for Government and there's the link there for it, and put in the keywords in relation to your research, you might see the Programme for Government referencing those particular topics. And that might be a reference that you would actually put into your poster saying, the Programme for Government says A, B, and C, and my research can address that and how it can address it. So you also need to remember, why is this policy ask particularly important? What is the difference that it will make to people, to society, if it's actually delivered upon? And what are the potential barriers to delivering it? It might be difficult for you to figure that out at the moment, but you should try and keep that in the back of your mind.